Welcome back to Studio South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today you guys join me in this beautiful, my first BMW test car. This is this beautiful BMW 2 Series. This is the 220i, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the 220i. So you know, guys, do it this side. We're going to speak about the exterior look of the car, interior look of the car, the drive of the car, the things I like, the things I don't like, recommendation, and then we close up the review. So first, we need to speak about the look of the vehicle, and I'm gonna tell you now, I really like the look of the vehicle, and I think the majority of people do like the look of the vehicle as well because of the attention I've been getting with this vehicle. So now, with this vehicle, when it was launched, right, I think that was like end of 2021 last year, when this vehicle was launched, I wasn't a fan of this car. The first time I saw it, I didn't like the look of the vehicle. I thought it's, BMW kind of lost the plot in that instance, but honestly speaking, the more I saw the car, I just started loving the vehicle. And even today, right now, with it, well, not today, but those past week I've had the vehicle looks amazing. I get looks. So interestingly enough, there was a blue one in fleet and a white one. So when deep down, I was hoping I get the blue one because BMW and that blue, they get it so right. So I thought I was gonna get the blue one, but I saw the white one. I'm like, okay, the white one actually looks good. Doesn't look very bad, and the wheels on this particular test unit look amazing. I like the look of the vehicle. I'm not mad at it. I really do like the vehicle. So now when you go into the interior of the car, that's where you see where it's in its full form. So BMW have a thing of maintaining interior quality throughout all their model ranges. So when you're inside, you feel how premium quality this vehicle is inside, how good it is. So the interior, it feels good. The fit and finish is amazing. You see where the 800,000 rand you'll be spending on this vehicle is going, and that is a lot of money. But you don't buy this car because it's that car per se. You don't buy it and say, yo, 800,000, that's too much. You buy it because you want a 2 Series. You don't go 800,000 rand, I'd rather take my money to an SUV, for example. You don't do that. If you're doing that, then you're not the target market for the 2 Series. But enough about the pricing of the vehicle. We'll speak recommendation. So the look of the car looks very beautiful. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wireless, and it works fine. The only thing that is a problem is just it doesn't initiate like when you switch on the vehicle. So when you switch on the vehicle, it'll just go on Bluetooth. For you to do Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, you need to initiate it yourself. You need to go, okay, activate Android Auto. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. Good or bad, good bets like this. So I don't have a problem with it. It works fine. Out of majority of vehicles I've had, the wireless one, out of the ones I've had, they tend to cut. This one works amazingly. No cutting here. So BMW, big ups on that one. So the interior, this one still has the traditional gear knob. So on the new BMWs, the new ones, I know the 340 we tested at launch a couple of weeks ago. The sun is sunning now, eh? But yeah, the 340 and the new X1 don't have traditional gear levers anymore. They have like a switch. So there's that. But honestly, the vehicle. So how does the car drive? How does it feel to drive? The car drives amazingly. Like for a BMW, if I close your eyes and put you in the vehicle, so you'll see that actually this is a very good car. This is a BMW. So what I like the most about this vehicle, so power-wise, you're looking at 130 kilowatts and 300 newton meters of torque. It has a punch, So I like, my most favorite thing about this car is not like the power or anything, but it's essentially the driving dynamics in terms of where you point the vehicle. And I said this as well in my 340 review. Literally, when I just got into the 340, it's what I mentioned. If you go, so click the pop-up banner or link in the description box for that. I literally said this vehicle, when you point it, that's where it's going to go. So with this one, if you're pointing it there, it'll go there now. It's potent. Where you point it is exactly where it's gonna go. My brother, please don't try it. So I like that because we point the vehicle, it goes there and it sticks. It hugs the ground. Just, and I can imagine in a 240. So I've driven the 240 on track, and that literally stuck when you don't do anything. So this vehicle, it's nice and small, but it's bigger than the previous previous generation. So it's bigger, nice proper car. The seats at the back as well, not too tight, unless you're sitting all the way to the back. But if you sit like a normal human being, that's not too tall. So that's like my size, my height, 1.73 meters, you'll be fine. But it's a good car. The power as well is decent. I don't think you'll ever find yourself saying I want more power. unless if you say you want more power, you want the more power you get in the 240. But in this one, it gives you all of that when you need it to drive. So fuel efficiency, this car's claimed as 6.3. The lowest I went was a 6.7. But I do believe long around on the highway you can get to the 6.3. But on daily driving, robot to robot cruising and all that, you'll be bouncing around 8. Right now I'm on 8.3, so you'll be bouncing around 8 or so. But overall, I do like the car. It's a proper car. Can't complain too much about it. And now 3 things I like and 3 things I don't like about the car. So when it comes to 3 things I like, actually we speak about the bad this side. 3 things I don't like about this car. That's a very tough question. That's a very, very tough question. Because the things I don't like about those cars, you know, I've been nitpicking, per se. I've been nitpicking. There's certain things that I've gotten to understand about the vehicle, and I don't necessarily have 3 things I don't like about this car, because for what it is, it's literally I'm telling you guys now, I'm failing to remember off the top of my head right now things I don't like about this vehicle. Actually, I do. So it comes to the whole pricing thing, right? So for 800,000 rand, what I don't like is that the seats are still manually adjusted, and then heated seats need to be spec'd in this vehicle. So, you know, those small things where I feel BMW could have done a bit more in terms of trying to, in that whole, I'm already paying so much money, at least include those things in the package of the car, so that if I'm speccing the car, let me be speccing things like the M Sport, because one has an M Sport package, the wheels, the seats as well. So let us spec those certain things. But otherwise, honestly, I just feel like BMW should that. So the seats being manually adjusted, the heated seats, at least make that a bit, you know, proper. So the other thing that I necessarily don't like is the build quality around the gear lever. So the swivel knob, the one you use to control the infotainment system, if you don't want to touch, it doesn't feel premium. You know, it doesn't give you that premium feel. Although that, so you guys should be seeing it now. So there's this wheel, the thing that rotates around it is nice, finished and brushed like aluminium. That's cool. But the plastic on top and around, I'm not sure about that. I feel they could have done better. I'm happy that it's not piano black, but I feel they could have done something. I don't know what, but something different over there. But otherwise, that's 3 things I don't like. 3 things I like about the vehicle. 1, it has to be the driving dynamics of the vehicle. The car feels like a BMW. It is a BMW. You never find yourself wanting, unless if you're wanting 282 kilowatts in the 240. That's one thing I like about the car. 2, I like the sitting position. You sit very low in this vehicle. This car is a car where you sit on the floor. You know, you can sit like very low. You find yourself sitting like this. You know, you're driving, you're just seeing the steering wheel. So that's what I like about the car. So let's sit properly. And that's the second thing I like about the car. The third thing I like about the car is the overall look of the vehicle. I like it in this color. It looks okay. I love it. It grabs attention, literally left, right, and center. You have all of the attention. So now onto that part where do I like the car? Would I buy the car? Would I recommend the car? Do I like the car? Yes. Would I buy the car? I'll answer that. Would I recommend the car? Yes. So when I say would I buy the car, it's tough because I personally wouldn't spend 800,000 rand on a 2 Series, for example, right? Because of, obviously, there's certain things I like, certain things I don't like. But with having said that, I wouldn't be, for example, if someone came to me and said, you've won the 2 Series, I would be fine with it, but I wouldn't take the car and go sell it the next day. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be happy with the car. I'll drive the car. I wouldn't sell it. I'd keep it for the lifetime. So where 800,000 rand is a bit too much, it's too close to other things that I'll be looking at, you know, for example. So I wouldn't pay 800,000 rand for 220i. That's why I wouldn't buy it as well. So also the practicality thing, things are like 4 doors and stuff, that's my personal preference. Things I was saying, would I recommend the car? Yes, I would, because if someone came to me and saying I want a 2 Series, you're literally telling me that you want a 2-door coupe, and you've already made up your mind in terms of you want the car. You know, you're not asking me I want a 2 Series, where else should I look? You're asking me like live drive. Why are you turning like that? You're asking me live drive so that I can tell you what I think about the car. Is it a good car to buy? Is it a good car? How does it drive? Stuff like that. You're not asking me to say, okay, Nikki, 2 Series or what? It's either 2 Series or literally honestly, in this range, nothing else. So if you, guys, there's this X7. There's this X7. I guess you guys should see it there. Yes, you guys saw it right there. Oh my days. And it's the 760. It's right behind me. Okay, I'm gonna speak about the recommendations on the side, guys. Sorry. Listen. It's a 60i. Oh my days. So you're buying a 2 Series because you want a 2 Series, you know, you really want a 2 Series. If you're not buying a 2 Series, you're not buying it. So I'm gonna rotate the camera so you guys can see this. Oh my days, this beamer, so amazing. Rotate. There's the 760 Li. Okay, so now that you guys have seen that beautiful X7 M60i, and obviously where I am, where I stay or whatever, back to what I was saying. I've said literally everything. You're buying a 2 Series for the car is. You're not buying it because you're looking elsewhere. You're buying it. So if you came to me asking me 2 Series, you're asking me how the car is, would I buy it? And then I'll tell you, yeah, buy it, or tell you, no, don't buy it. But obviously I'm gonna tell you to buy it because I do like the car. So that's why that's my overall thought of the vehicle. I hope you guys like the content. So tell me what you guys think about the 2 Series. Would you spend 800,000 Rand on a 220i like you? If not, tell me why. I've told you why I wouldn't, but you tell me why you would or why you wouldn't. So yeah, and then also I didn't mention why I wouldn't spend 800,000 Rand on this is because I'd rather go get a 320i, 4 doors. You understand? But tell me your reasoning, and then yeah, I hope you guys like the content. I'm signing out. This is our first BMW review and not our last one. So I'll see you guys on the next one. It's very, very interesting. The next BMW review, that's the interesting one. Well, this one's also interesting, but that one's also interesting. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.